Hey there, guys. I hope that you are having a pleasant Tuesday. I am going to sit here and do a bit of planning, and I thought you might like to play along. My planner is what I like to call an ugly planner. It's a composition book. I love it because it did not cost me $20, $30, $40, and it is self-directed, right? So I can lay it out any way that I want, and the way that I laid it out the first time, really didn't like it, so I kind of switched it up and started doing things differently. And I might change my mind next month and do things differently again. My spirit animal is an elephant, and I found this at the dollar store. This is a Leanne sticker that I love. I do not know if she is got these in a sticker pack. We got this as a Patreon peep with her, but I love it. I just think it's so super cool. All right, let's just kind of look at what I've got going on. The farm opens on Wednesday, so my weeks are going to really get really packed up. Let me just show you. This was last week, and everything just started going wham, man. And there are a lot of times that I use this journal as a brain dump, and I also use my burn book as a brain dump. As a matter of fact, any paper or pen that I pick up is going to become a brain dump, essentially. It just starts spewing and it has to go somewhere. So that is like ideas that I had, things that I have going on. It is just really, really busy right now, and will be that way until November. About mid-November, things kind of start to calm down with farm work. So let's just kind of take a look, and I'll go ahead and get out my highlighters and my little pens and let you see some color here. The first thing that I like to do is I like to highlight the days of the week. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to have to tilt this a little bit. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. These spaces in my planner are 1 3/4. I use a 1 3/4 column. That gives me this really nice space at the end of my journal and you can see my little arrow up here. These are things that I need to pull forward into the next week, but I only plan 1 week at a time. But these are the things that will be happening next week. These are these are anchor dates, as we used to call them when I was a booking agent. These are like the main events that are going on for that week. The next thing that I really do like to do, y'all, is I like to know what the weather is going to do. Now, this makes a difference because of a couple of things. We have events at the farm, so I need to know, like, this is a festival date and there's a 50% chance of rain. So I will start. I'm not going to count on that rain because it's too far out, but it's nice to know that there is a chance of it, so I can kind of start being prepared for the rain if it happens. The other thing that I like to do is note the temperature. Again, this is kind of a farm thing, as well as 30% chance of rain. Not just farm stuff, but we have a garden this year, and it's nice to know, like, it rained on Monday. So this morning, we just kind of sprinkled the garden this morning. We did not really give it a dousing like we usually do. Well, like I usually do in the morning. That's like one of my things to do. in the morning. The other thing that I always like to do is I like to note when Chris has shows. Now, when he has shows, usually I don't have to cook supper on these days. We usually have like a big lunch, and we'll usually do that mid-afternoon, so I don't have to cook on these evenings. It also gives me, when he's not here, I kind of have a little bit of downtime, you know, for myself on these days. So I can look at Friday and Saturday and know in the evening that I've got a little bit of downtime here. I am sorry that I did not realize my fingernails look so bad, but I've been digging in the dirt. That's all there is to it. The next thing that I like to do is I like to make 5 lines right here, a space with 5 lines in it for things that are time sensitive that I need to do. I really did think I was going to the post office and run errands today and pick up my contacts, but yesterday we were out of the house most of the day because Chris has an event next week, and we were kind of gathering things for that particular event. So anything that's time sensitive, anything that is an anchor date goes in here in yellow, and then I kind of just lock it in with one of my favorite things in the world, which is a highlighter, just like that. I also don't plan everything, you know, the big things that are going on, but like the daily stuff usually goes in daily. Like in the morning, I'll grab this and just kind of dump in the things that will be happening that day. The other thing that I have to deal with on a daily basis is client work, and this includes the farm and the music school that I work for. So we've got that we need to consider every day. And yesterday hang on just a second. Grab a pen. So we can go ahead and catch up. I did my client work yesterday. Actually, I was doing it like at 9:30 last night, and this is Tuesday, so I've got one more client that I need to work with today. The next thing, this is a part-time job. This is a part-time job. So on the days that I'm going to have some part-time work in addition to my Etsy store and the other things that I do to create income, I've got a little part-time work here. But I will note my visits for house sitting, you know, through the next 2 weeks. The next thing that goes on my calendar is studio work. Now, generally, I do this as studio burn book. You know, basically, things that are going on in the studio wind up in this burn book because it's small, and I'm able to, I don't know what it is. I gravitate to this book. I gravitate to, I can put lists in here, and it is just, can't explain it. You know, I said something about books talking to you, and really that's, you know, that is what it is, isn't it? Books talk to you, and so it's really, this is just a complete like random mix of everything, but this is what I use for a studio book. So I always put studio, and it'll have a few things in my planner, but the bulk of what's going on in the studio, in the Etsy store, and in Patreon goes in this book right here. Yesterday I was able to finish those 4 journals. and I was able to get my Etsy shop updated. And this morning I was able to get my Patreon updated. I like the circle thing, and I like to fill in the circles. I don't know what that's called. Organizational guru. People know stuff like that. The next thing that I've added is home. I am going to be doing a lot of things in the house over the next couple weeks. It's also kind of like a personal, I've got personal stuff going on down here. So my personal stuff, I'll carry that along as well. And then on the bottom column here is eats. And this is kind of where I schedule in what we're going to have for dinner. Nothing is worse than not knowing what you're going to have for dinner. I know that sounds funny. I can have yogurt, and I can have a salad, or I can have a salad and a baked potato, but Chris likes to have a meal. So that's why I need to be cognizant of having something in the house, because we don't order out, we don't eat out. And so it's really important to have something in the house. Eating out is just not something we do very often. We might do it maybe once a month, if that much. A couple of things that I want to do, like yesterday's list for home, included purging books, recycle, walk Mia. I did not have to water the garden because, like I said, it rained. I was able to do what I call a small improvement. A small improvement, I changed the burned out light bulb in our lamp post, and I cleaned the lamp post. That means I took the inside out of the lamp post. I blew away all that dirt and debris that was in the lamp post, and cleaned up ours has a plastic kind of lantern thing. So I was able to clean all that up. So I was very happy that we spent most of the day out yesterday, but I was really happy that I was able to get all this stuff done when we got home. On the list today is purge clothes. I have already walked Mia. I've already checked the garden. We've got potatoes coming up, which is really very exciting. Our okra's coming up. Our cucumbers are coming up. We've got Cherokee green beans. We've got green beans. We've got peas. Our potatoes are like this tall. So I'm just really very excited about what we have going on in the garden. The last but not least thing that usually goes in here is it's a card, and it's just an index card folded in half, and this is my financial stuff for the week. This includes bills that need to be paid, payments that are drafts that are coming out of my checking account, and that sort of thing. Chris and I are freelancers, so we live on faith that we'll be able to to make ends meet, and that's a great thing when you can make ends meet. The next thing that I want to do is kind of just start probably kind of getting some things on here. You can see that, all right, so the post office errands and pickup contacts, all of that is going to have to be moved to Wednesday. And I moved it to, good Lord, I moved it to, did you see that arrow? I moved it to Wednesday because I have to be out at the farm anyway, taking some photographs. So all of these things will be moved to here. So I can just put an arrow here and know that these things are going to have to go over here. Got a lot of errands tomorrow. I'm going to try and get up early and get out of the house and get everything done. Thursday will be a studio day, so this will fill up with things. Friday will fill up with things to do. Saturday, I have a preview for the festival, and I also have, I'd love to attend Miss Emily's open house at her new place, and she accepted a few more things from me, so I am very happy about that. Sunday is the a farm festival. It's also Mother's Day. It's also Z Days down in North Carolina, so we have to be aware of that as well. So I want to put some stickers in my planner. The first sticker that I want to put in that I feel like needs to be there is that the farm opens on Wednesday. I am sure that this is like really dull planning, but so many of you asked me about my planner that I thought, well, okay. We'll just sit here and do a wee bit of planning. I'm making some more smash books, and I'm waiting for the covers to drop. So I have a little, this is a Leanne sticker. So I'm going to put that right there. Isn't that sweet? It's a little bumblebee. I think I'm going to give it a little bit of color here just for fun. We sell honey on the farm, and it's one of our best-selling items. We have hives on the farm, so I thought that this little bee on opening day would be kind of perfect. So there we go. And I do already have my post planned for this day and a post planned for this day. At this time of year, I post every single day and will for the next 6 months to our Facebook page. This is, I wanted to put something special on here because this is just like a special couple of days with everything that's going on. So I wanted to, again, another Leanne sticker. So I will put a link to Leanne's Etsy shop, so you guys can buy some of these awesome stickers. I love them. Now, I'm not a young person, so I did not develop a sticker thing, I don't know if that's a young person thing. Anyway, when somebody says stickers, I think about my kids, using stickers. Not so much me, but I think about my children. But I am developing a real love for stickers. Leanne stickers. And it's just Leanne stickers that I really, really love. So this little butterfly really does enhance the fact that it's Mother's Day, that I have a farm festival, I have a farm preview that day, and we have an event at Emily's. So that will be all kinds of fun. And then the Z season kicks off right here. And then, that's also something that is very sweet and seasonal. I like these, and I don't know who sent me this sticker sheet, but I love the words dream big. So I'm just going to kind of put that one there. I have a couple more that I did want to use. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find a place for May. I wanted something right here because my personal stuff also includes some exercise. I need to probably bring that on over. I'm going to have to scoot that one up there because I put a sticker there. Move that there. So I know that is my personal kind of, what I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of reading. I went to the library and got 3 new books. I was very happy about that. This is personal. Really need to spend some time on my personal growth and development and exercise. I've been doing exercise for my arms, and I've been doing 5-minute routines, which I'm very You know, I like that because in 5 minutes, honestly, in that 5 minutes makes me sore the next day. So I know that it is really effective, you know, those 5-minute burst kind of exercises. Plus I walk Mia a couple of times a day. I think that's it. I think that's all we're gonna do. I'll show this to you guys like maybe Friday again, or maybe Saturday, because Saturday is when I've been doing my Peep Show Studio series at YouTube. So I'll probably show this to you again on Saturday so you can kind of get an idea of how things look. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for liking my ugly planner. I love her. I will talk to you guys quite soon. Have a wonderful Tuesday. See you later. Bye.